Good evening, I'm Heather Skold.
And I'm Bart Bedsole. Thanks for making us your choice for news at 10.
Families looking to get a free full-day preschool for their kids through the state's new universal pre-K program have so far been met with confusion and frustration.
Some have struggled to even get their child enrolled in a school, while others are now without crucial funding they thought would be there to cover a full day's worth of schooling. The governor this week responding to those complaints about his campaign promise. KRDO News Channel 13's Tyler Cunnington joins us with more about the rough rollout and what the governor's saying about all this tonight. Tyler?
Bart, Heather, I spoke with two mothers today, both of whom went through quite the ordeal to get their kids enrolled for a school year that's just about to get underway. Others were able to secure a seat, but now they've been told they won't have full-day coverage and will have to cough up hundreds more per month to have their kids remain in those schools.
My general experience was nobody really knew what was going on.
So it was a lot of lack of information, lack of communication, no one to contact.
Both Beth Deal and Kim Valdez are mothers here in Colorado Springs. They say the process of finding a school for their children through the Universal Pre-K or UPK program has been complicated and stressful.
We were denied for the top two schools and stand by for the rest of the schools.
The state says UPK has successfully placed about 90% of the near 44,000 eligible 4-year-olds in the state, a 40% increase in state-funded pre-K schooling from last year. To be eligible for UPK, you have to fit one of 5 requirements. One of those is if your child needs an individualized education program. Valdez's son is one of those students, and without that, she says she'd still be looking for a school.
If he didn't fit in that slot for one of the qualifying factors, he would not have gotten in.
Deal says her daughter ended up getting enrolled, but with just 2 days of the week covered.
We have a 25-minute drive to take her to preschool, and I'm having to pay out of pocket for it. It was definitely not what we anticipated.
Thousands of families were sent this letter a few weeks ago, stating due to limited funding, full daycare could no longer be promised. Our partners at 9 News in Denver say that now over 9,000 families in need will have to pay hundreds for their child to have that full day. Governor Paulas says simply,
"This is a half-day universal preschool program. That's what the voters approved."
He adds that a key distinction for families is whether they really need child care versus preschool education.
Are you saying you want to pick your kid up at 2:30 or 5, right? If they say 2:30, then they're in it for the full day preschool because they value that academic experience. If they're saying 5 because I work and I can't pick up my kid to 5, they need a child care solution.
Now, Governor Paulas has also said that his goal is to bump the 15 hours that are currently guaranteed in the program to 18 hours by the end of his term. Reporting live in studio, Tyler Cunnington, KRDO News Channel 13.